Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm all damp. With the walk down and setting up the tent, I always get a bit sweaty, and when you get sweaty you start to get a bit cold. But the first priority was to say hello, and the second priority was to have a cup of tea. So here I am, just getting a little bit of a warm up. And once I've had this and said hello, I'm going to go and get changed into something dry and warm. Oh, this cup of tea is spanking gorgeous. You know, I used to say the first cup of tea of the day is the best cup of tea. But I've got to be honest, I think the first cup of tea after setting up camp is always the best one, I think. I don't know why, it's just absolutely great. So here we are again. It's very, very mild. It's not cold here at all. There's a little bit of a drizzle, but that's about it. No wind. It was supposed to be forecast at least 4 to 10 steady, up to 17 or 18 gusts, but I haven't felt a drop of wind since I've been here. Yeah, on a bit of flat land for the first time in ages, because I've been camping on like hummocky grass, and it's kind of hard to try and find a true flat bit in that. But I think I've got it here today. And right next to the tent I've got this massive stream which takes a dog's leg just on this corner here. The best thing about it is that if I'm laid here and it's not raining, I can see right into the river, fast flowing river. It's great for water and having a nice cup of tea. So after this I'm going to have to nip down as well, because although, where is it? My trusty water filter. Don't know where I've put it. Won't be far. It doesn't hold much water. I had a couple of drinks of it cold to quench a thirst. But when it came to pouring it in here in this mug for a cup of tea to measure it out, it was about an inch or so from the top. So it doesn't hold much water. It's a great filter, but it doesn't hold much water. Oh man, have you noticed that I wasn't cooking on gas today? I was cooking on like an eco fuel, and I put it in this is one of my new toys. And I wanted to give I haven't brought my gas stove this weekend because I wanted to give this a go, and also to try and save a few bob, because them containers are you know, you know, when you're buying one each trip, you're looking at £8 a pops, you know what I mean, a go. So yeah, I thought I wanted to give this a try, which it's as you'll have seen, it's a triangle trangier with a fuel burner in the middle. Yeah, and that, oh bloody hell, bloody moth or something just did a nosedive into my coffee. I got it out quick, I don't think it'll die. Has it spoiled it? Or was it just a two second swim, so it'll be fine? It'll be attracted to have on the camera, you might have noticed, because it's quite dark. So I thought, so I got this cheap light, only £10 or so, off Amazon, and because so far when it's been dark, it's been a right struggle trying to get the right lighting, do you know what I mean? So I've just kind of stuck it on the top of my GoPro with a bit of blue tack, and apart from having a torch shined into your eyes, do you know what I mean, while you're talking, it's we'll see. Well, yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway after later on. So yeah, I'm just chilling. All I've got is me closed cell mat, which I kind of introduced last week. I only got it like last week, but it's really good for keeping. I mean, although it's only 2 or 3 millimeters thick, it does keep the cold off your backside. So yeah, I found it all right. This comes with the MSR Wind Pro, whatever you call it, which I brought last week, and I thought this was the mat that you put the gas stove on top. But when I took it out, it's not. It's the wind protector. It's the so I don't even know whether I'm going to need this week, because with the triangle Trangia, it's the actual triangle, I assume, is the wind protector, so it protects the flame. Anyway, we'll just see how that goes. I don't think I'm going to need to sit it on this. I mean, I could sit it on this still. It's only a small, but I don't think it's not. When I did it before, it's not burnt a hole in the footprint, so I think it should be fine anyway. Yeah, been buying a few bits and bobs this week. Nothing exciting or anything like that really. Like I say, I got the fuel bottle, billy boil, whatever you call them. God, I'm no good today, am I? It's a titanium like mug, big mug, 3/4 of a litre. Anyway, I got one of them, but it didn't come till this morning after I'd set off to come here, so I couldn't bring that. But that's just a material. I've also got a new tent. Now that's a story and a half, that new tent, because my wife introduced me to Vinted, Vinted the app, and I was having a little play around and looking at the camping gear and stuff like that, and I saw this advert, and it said the Nordisk Holland 2. So there it was, the Nordisk Holland 2, and I'd never heard of it before, so I quickly googled, and Google brought up the ultralight Nordisk Holland 2. And I looked at the price, so I was looking at all these ones, and on Google it was always the ultralight 2. So I thought, and I saw the price was like 100 quid. So, and it was saying the ultralight Holland 2 was around a retail price at 600 quid. So I thought, what a bargain, what a bargain. Well, I've done a bit of spending lately, so I thought, I can't buy it. I thought, you know, because I've spent quite a bit, you know, and I thought, but I can't let such a bargain pass me by. So my wife works upstairs. She works from home but works upstairs. So I goes up and I said, Andrea, I said, look, I said, there's this tent, ultralight, Nordisk ultralight Holland 2. I said, it's retailed at £600 odd, and I said, it's going new with the tickets for 100 quid. I said, Andrea, I said, it'd be a crime to let it go, not get it. So anyway, she gave me the nod. So I quickly went on Vinted and bought it. And then I thought, I need a footprint. So I goes in, just Google footprint for Hallen 2. And then all of a sudden I saw this, it came up, it said the Hallen 2 PU. And I thought, PU, what's that? Clicked. I thought, I wonder if I bought the Nordisk Hallen 2 PU, polyurethane, I'm assuming. So anyway, I went back on Vinted and I thought, what was the advertisement? What was it, the advertisement? Because surely I can't miss that. And on the pictures, as I scrolled along, it went, Nordisk Hallen 2 PU. So it's not ultralight. And one of the reasons why I bought it was because I wanted something lighter. Because this one is quite heavy. And I wanted a lighter tent to do these. And so when it came this morning, it came just before I set off, I held it, and to be honest, it doesn't feel much lighter than this thing. But I'm not going to send it back. I'm not going to send it back. I'm going to give it a dry run this week, you know, put it up and see how it goes and how everything is, and see if the footprint that I did get, it's not for the Hallen 2, it's another make of tent, but of the same shape, if that makes sense. I don't know whether this footprint will fit, but we'll see. So that's going to be the dry run. I've got the footprint. I'm going to do the footprint and put the tent out and do it a dry run, and all being well, it'll be on my next camp. So yeah, only me, you know, getting so excited. Ultralight tent worth £600 for £100. And that's why it was so cheap, because it wasn't ultralight. Well, that's me all over. Well, I've had my cup of tea, it's gone a bit cold now. I need to get this top off and this here, and I need to get a, you know, nice warm base layer on, and I'll show you what else once I'm changed and I'm warmed up. I'll show you what else has come. Now I'll say bye for now, and I'll see you when I'm making tea later. Schoolboy error again. I can't believe I've done it. Just cooked my sausages on the fuel burner, on the burner thing, and I haven't switched the go on it because I've been doing it through the app on here. I switched it on just ordinary, but not to play, so I could do a preview, make sure the shot was good, and I forgot to switch the bloody thing on again. What am I like? Well, these are hog sausages. I don't know, the wild boar or something like that. And I got them from a local butcher, and he's a very good butcher. They, you know, quality meats all the time. And these are absolutely gorgeous. I'm really sorry about that, because I'm so used to just switching the camera on from the top. But because I've got this light on to try and help, I've been doing it through the app, and can't believe I never switched it on. Well, that's what I'm eating. Good old sausages. Just fancied something different, because I've been eating a lot of steaks and beef steaks and pork steaks, scrambled eggs and omelettes, cheese omelettes, because I'm still on this keto stroke carnivore diet. I've lost a bit of weight. I've still got a bit of a porky tummy though still, so I've got a way to go. But yeah, over 2 weeks now, and I have lost a bit of weight, enough to keep me happy anyway, and keeping going. So I just fancied something different on this camp. So on the way I popped into my butcher's, and I saw these and I went, ooh, straight away, ooh, I fancy them. Can't believe I must have been talking to the camera for about a good 20 minutes and it wasn't even switched on. Also, talked about this new jacket, this down jacket by Montaigne. It's lovely and warm, really is nice. Since I spoke to you last, I've had a complete change of my base layer. I've got a completely different base layer on, and an underclothes generally, and a new top on. I'm feeling much warmer and much better in myself. So yes, this is definitely, you know, it was an extravagance, but I was worried that in the winter when it's really cold, that I didn't have something sufficient enough to keep me really warm. This is like 850 down, so I'm sure without a shadow of a doubt it'll keep me warm. The only thing is, when I first ordered it I got the extra large, and it wouldn't, even when I was stood up I couldn't fasten it at the front here, so I ended up getting the double XL, which when I stand up it does zip up alright, but when I'm sat down my belly obviously comes out and it just don't want to fasten, which it doesn't mind because it's still quite mild really. It's just keeping the chill off. But a double XL, and I can't, all my coats, I've got that big green coat which was I wore a couple of videos back, that's like hanging off me now, you know, it looks too big for me, and that's a double XL. The black coat that I wear, that's only a large, and I can zip that up nicely. So the sizing for these down jackets, I can't fathom it out, to be honest, because a double XL I should be able to zip up quite easily. But I can't complain, it's just the sizing. But with me losing weight, I'm sure if I keep on going right, I'll soon get down to a size. I thought, oh, if I get a double XL then, when I lose weight, I'll be able to wear something thicker underneath if I needed, and just put this on top of everything. But I'm unsure at the moment whether I'll be able to put anything other than just like a thin, a base layer and a thin shirt on. But only time will tell. Yeah, cooking with this, it cooks. It's a bit slower than with gas. So it's nice to know in a freezing winter I've got something that'll work. If all else fails with the gas. I don't know whether it's just this eco fuel, but the eco fuel's got a bit of a weird smell. You can't smell it once it's cooled down. Anyway, I'm going to finish my socks off. Finish my socks off. Finish my sausages off. And I'll bring you back when I start putting my sleep system together. Whoa. Hi guys, I'm just going to put my sleep system together. The mat that I'm using this week, tonight, is the Thermarest Neo Air. It's got an R value rating 7+, so I'm very confident. I used this in last week's camp, and I was really impressed with it. That me previous mat had decided to start letting me down. You know, it was bottoming out half a dozen, 4 to 6 times during the night. So I needed a new one. So yeah, I mean, on the very bottom, I've got this dense closed cell foam mat. It's only a couple of millimeters thick. I bought it mainly to ensure that nothing came through from the bottom underneath the tent to puncture this, and also to, you know, try and get a little bit more insulation out of it as well. So I've got this on the bottom, so we'll get this out and blown up. I'm going to use the bag, the inflate bag that comes with it to blow it up. It's a bit tight around there a bit still. Oh, that a bit further, that's better. Pop that one there. Oh, that's it. Puncture repair kit, which hopefully I don't need tonight. So, blow this out. I'm going to get a right fill in my bag, but clip that on. in here. Got me sleeping bag. Here we go. Give it a bit of a loft. Get some air in it. That's the only thing about the closed cell foam mats. The slide, your actual mat, sleeping mat, slides all over. By hell, I'm warm wearing this jacket now, just doing that little bit of work. And I'm really starting to warm up, which it's reassuring, you know, that I'm not going to have any problems in winter, I don't think. Well, I've not felt too great today, so I think the best thing for me to do tonight is to just get myself ready, get myself in, you know, get myself into bed, relax, unwind, maybe watch a few videos, because I do have a signal here, so hopefully I'll be able to watch a little bit of telly on my phone and then just drift off and hopefully have a really good night's sleep. So I'm feeling a bit better. When I made that first cup of tea earlier on, I didn't feel well at all. I was a bit worried. I thought, God, you know, am I going to end up really poorly on this trip? But after I've had them sausages, I'm feeling a lot better. So hopefully it was just I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it seems to have passed anyway. So yeah, I'm going to get myself settled in for the night, watch a bit of telly, and I'll see you in the morning for a bit of coffee. feeling much better this morning than I did last night. I don't know what it was. I'd been sick. I'd been sick in this bag. I got all windy. But as I was like bringing up the wind, I knew there was a danger of me being sick. So, and yeah, I was. It was. I don't know what brought it on, but it was funny because afterwards I felt fine. Tired, really tired out, but I felt fine. And a good night's sleep and I feel better again, you know, I feel really, really good. So I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? You know, usually, you know, tie that kind of illness up with either something you've eaten or drank, or you picked up a bug or something. But it appears to have been none of them. I know I didn't have a lot to eat yesterday. I know this keto thing's a bit weird. So, because of all the energy I expend yesterday coming here and all the rest of it with very little in my stomach, maybe that was it, you know. And then when I had them two, I had a cup of tea with yourselves, and then I had another cup of tea afterwards. And it might have been just too much fluid in my stomach at once, too quick, I don't know. So yeah, but when I was worried. I thought, oh no, don't tell me I'm going to come down really ill on a camp. But no, fortunately, I wasn't. So if I seemed a bit off it yesterday, what was that? Sounded like a shotgun. Did you hear that? Oh, way up, I hope they don't come round the corner. It's lovely, this. No, this is if you go online and Google Camp Wild, it's one of those sites where you can book a bit of land for overnight, 2 nights. It's up to you, you know, for how long as ever you want, really. For a nominal fee. Honest to God, it's not expensive. A nominal fee. There are some out there I've known that I've spotted where, you know, the costs are you know, 35 quid, something like that. No. This to stay last night was 20 quid. Shotgun again. Yeah, that's kind of thrown me. So this is one of those sites, and I know it's not exactly wild. It's on private land, but it don't matter to me, you know. This is my first year getting used to camping, not just camping, but camping not on a proper campsite. I mean, this isn't a campsite, it's just a little bit of land where you got no facilities. So yeah, this is my first season, and 59, out of shape, unfit, just slowly building those things up. So this is just the kind of thing that I need this year. You know, it would be stupid of me to go climbing up huge fells in the, you know, in the Lake District and stuff like that. When I just don't have that strength, when I don't have that ability. I did feel kind of a fraud, you know, staying on these bits of private land. But I was thinking about it last night, and you know, you're not a fraud. Not a fraud. It is wild camping of sorts, but you're not like proper wild, like, you know, in the fells or the Peak Districts or anything like that. That'll come. But for now, this is, you know, this is a challenge enough. Especially with yeah. But it's lovely, I'm enjoying it. I mean, being on these little bits of land, lovely little bits of land. You know, it's a dream come true. It's absolutely fantastic. But who knows what the future holds? Who knows what this winter holds? But yeah, you know, a couple of camps I've done over the last month or two have been pretty challenging. You know, I've had to walk up and down hills, when the fitness has just not been there. So it's been a real push, and I've done them. And when I've done them, I've thought, yeah, you can do this. This leg's getting better, I think. I can cross legs now without too much pain and discomfort. So it's all looking a bit rosy. It's just about the joy in it. It's about being, you know, the joy of being outdoors. At a time that most people wouldn't even think about going camping, you know. It has its own beauty, its own mystique. It's yeah, I'm loving it. Right, I think I'm going to better get breakfast on. I'm not. I was thinking last night, oh, I might have that steak, but I don't fancy steak in the morning. I don't know what it's like. It's cold. You know what? I was thinking, have steak for breakfast. You know what? I'm going to go for it. If it doesn't smell, I think that'll be enough. I think I'm going to put just a little bit more. Oh, that is definitely a shotgun. Let's go. Steak for breakfast. Look. 30-day Ashfields, 30-day matured ribeye, 8-ounce steak. For brekkie. Let's see if it smells. Is Because if it smells, it ain't going anywhere near my tummy. Absolutely fine. Just realised I'm not taking my tablets. Oh. Just a few dregs on there. That was nice. Woo! Wide awakey. One large cup of coffee. Give this a flip. Again, it's going to be after to eat it. It'll be multi-purpose spoon and bushcraft knife. One quick battery change later. He always happens done it right in the middle. So anyway, I think we're done there. It didn't get as hot when I'm frying the steak. I like my pan to be searingly hot. And yeah, that one. So that's one other thing. I don't know whether it's because I didn't let the pan get hot enough before I started. But there we go, look. Can you see? One beef steak for breakfast. I'll just kind of move that out of the way over there. I've made some kind of like mat so I don't burn any more rolls in my footprint. Right, let's see how this big bad boy goes. See how it tastes. Steak in the morning, steak in the evening. Bit chewy. I'm just being very mindful and trying to see if there's any like kind of unusual taste going on. No, I think it's alright. I think it's not too bad. I suppose in cavemen days they would have a bit of steak for breakfast or something, I would assume. Oh God, what's any more going to happen? That is part of my denture. I've got a denture because I've got a couple of teeth missing at the front. And the denture, it's always breaking loose, that. Always breaking loose. I'll have to find it. Yeah, broken my denture. I'm not going to give you a smile. Oh, that's lovely, that. A bit of juices. Salty, beefy. Nice. I'm going to finish this off. And I'll bring you back when I'm packing away. Really enjoyed it, really enjoyed that one. Apart from last night when I was feeling a bit poorly. But a good steak for breakfast, I would have thought, eh? If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. And consider subscribing as well. You know, it really helps. Just the, you know, the thumbs up help just on their own, but a thumbs up and a subscribe really would help see this channel grow. I mean, I've only been going a short while and I've already got 36 subscribers. And to me that's absolutely marvellous. It means I must be doing something right. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it and you want to see more, please subscribe. And until the next time, I'll see you then.